Welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live. In this week's episode of Ask Your Local Electrician, Brandon Hogan goes over some much needed advice about your surge protectors. Take a look.
Hey everybody, welcome to Ask Your Electrician. I'm Brandon with Electrical Specialist, and on today's episode we're going to be talking about surge arresters. So first, to understand what a surge protector is, we want to talk about what a surge is. Well, what is a surge? A surge is when an unforeseen electrical current comes in contact with your system, such as a proximity lightning strike, maybe the utility company's working on the power line or a tree fell on it. But the thing that happens most is your utilities in your house, your larger ones, your dryer, your AC, your range, they're kicking on and off. And when they do that, they're changing the current in your house. And some devices do not like that. We're talking about things with computer boards in them, circuit boards. Susceptible devices would be a laptop, a computer, your cell phone's plugged in, your furnace, believe it or not, your dryer, your washing machine. They all have circuitry in them that's very susceptible to surges. So each time those things kick on and off, it creates a surge. It's actually bringing down the lifespan of those appliances. Now we know what a surge is. So what is a surge protector? How does it work? So a surge protector actually reads current coming in and out of your devices, whatever's protecting it. And it sees a straight line coming in, and if it sees anything up or down from that, it actually takes that overload of current and sends it to the ground. Well, we need to make sure first your house's electrical system has a good ground path, or it won't work at all. So you need to make sure that's done first. So when most people think surge protector, they think a power strip. Well, are all power strips surge protectors? No, they're not. So a lot of these are just multi-outlet devices. You need to make sure if you buy one, if your intention is to surge protect your equipment, it actually says it on it. It actually gives a joule rating. You need to make sure it's actually going to do what it says it does. The problem is these are great for one location type things, but it can't protect your 240 volt appliances such as your dryer, your range, and a lot of times your furnace. These can't be plugged into it. So what an all-inclusive solution would be is a whole house surge protector. This will protect everything going out of your panel, whether it's 120 volts or 240. That way you don't have to have spider webs of these all over your house like most of us have, and extension cords. We can just put one of these in your house and it protects everything. So in conclusion, what we're trying to do is stop losing a bunch of appliances from a major surge. We do get calls several times a year from clients saying, hey, we had something happen and our garage door opener doesn't work, our refrigerator doesn't work, the furnace doesn't work, the TVs don't work, and I know right away it was a big surge. So it's an easy way to save your home and appliances from pretty much getting hit by a surge and losing things you don't need to. Maybe an insurance claim is involved in one of these things. We just want to make sure that doesn't happen. So if that's something you'd like to protect your house from, look into a surge protector or a surge protective device, and that should help you out a lot.
Ask Your Local Electrician is sponsored by Electrical Specialists.